We are streaming now on YouTube. For now, we are streaming live on YouTube. Greetings, everybody who are listening to us. We're coming at you live from Halloween or Nightmare Nights, or what we and the Rocking Stallion here like to call it the Nightmare of the Dead. Yeah, it's a thing. It would be only good. It would be only good for the for a comic for a GronyCon, and it's a bicultural event that we like to do. And let me start with a little. Let me start with the good thing of today, and I already said it to my good friend Jared over here, which is the Rocking Stallion, is that today it was a very good day for me, obviously, for reasons I'm going to tell you today. It's funny thing. Today at my work, I work at a butcher shop right near in a supermarket right here in Mexico. And the thing is that today there was a costume party in our work. And all of us decided to have a costume, and the first prize was a day off with the full pay. Second prize would be 300 bonus in the shop cash for the shop itself. And the third prize would be the cake. So for me, in this situation, I came in as the most humblest of persons, and I was thinking to myself, I'm never going to get the first prize. I thought somebody else were going to get that prize. I'm pretty sure anybody. It was anybody's guess, including mine, that somebody was going to get the first prize. Never I thought to myself, I'm going to get the first prize, or I'm going to win. No, that was not the point. In any case, I was there to say, you know what, I'm going to have a good time, and that's just it. I'm going to have a good time, and anything else is just either benefit or a loss for me. But most of all, the benefit or the win for it. So I went there and I just went there to just have a good time and have fun. So with that intended, I dressed up as most of you may know this character or may not know this character. For those of you who know this character, I'm just going to say the word Gundam style. And with that alone intended, you may know him as Sai from the Gangnam Style of 2011. From the most famous song of Gangnam Style from that era and place. So the first time I dressed up as Sai was a Halloween costume from my cousin's Halloween party. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this as the most humblest of persons. I was the life of the party. I'm not saying this because I want to build my ego. No. I'm the least of the persons of saying that. I am virtually saying that I was virtually the life of the party when I dressed up as Sai the first time. And I have that costume on DeviantArt if you want to check it out. It's still there, and I'm still keeping that until the day I die. I still have it, and I didn't have any costumes other than Sai for this party, so I was like, hey, what the hell not? I'm just going to dress up as Sai. So I did, and I won first prize, and my first prize is the day off with a full day's pay. I'm going to say this, I wasn't expecting that. I'm still as shocked as the person next to me, which is which is the Rocking Stallion, henceforth. Jared here, who happens to hate this character as well. I don't know why, but but here he is. As soon as I remember, as soon as I won, I was like, dude, I know a person that is going to hate this. And
let me clarify. Hang on. Let me clarify. I do not hate Psy. Okay.
You just hate
I am
the song.
not a fan of the song.
Yeah. Okay.
I am not a fan of the song.
Okay.
I don't hate the guy that made it.
Okay, because it was hinting that you hate the guy. But like I said, I could be wrong.
No, I have nothing against him other than that damn song.
Okay, yeah, well, that's one of those things that it made popular in 2011 because I know that because I had it in my mind on 2011 and it never went on my mind. And I think on 2015, yeah, I'm pretty sure. 2015, I said I'm going to dress up as and I did, and I wore it in my cousin's Halloween party, which hence I have it on Facebook and on DeviantArt, that costume. I never thought and expect that I was going to wear it again. Even the shoes. I'm going to say this much. I wore the shoes. And I'm sorry to say that one of those heels of the shoes got broken off right after the party. Right after the party. But I can fix it with crazy glue. It is not important, but still. I'm going to wear this at Comic-Con. I'm not going to kid you. I'm going to wear this at Comic-Con, if I find Sailor Jupiter, I'm going to say this right now. I'm going to say this to you, Jared. I'm going to say this right now. I'm going to dress up as and I'm going to be beside her, and I'm going to do it. Dress up as freaking doing the Kanga style.
Oh, good God!
Oh yes. If I find
that's like putting a bumper sticker on a Rolls Royce.
No.
What the hell?
I'm going to say this right now. If I go to Comic-Con this year, may God be my witness. If I'm going to say this, I will find Sailor Jupiter, and I'm going to dress up as and I'm going to do the Gangnam style beside her, and somebody's going to take my picture, and I'm going to send it to you because of reasons. Oh, it's gonna be a glorious day that day. Oh, yes. It is my pride and joy.
Like throwing a turd in the punch bowl.
I'm gonna say this right now. This song and this character, Sai, it is my pride and joy. I'm not kidding you. I am wearing the costume because of reasons. Because it brought me the first place, but I never expected it. I'm repeating it again. Because I was.
What you don't know is that he's still wearing it.
Because of reasons. It brought me first place.
He's got the sunglasses on. He's dancing Gangnam Style as we speak.
I'm not kidding you. I am wearing the sunglasses and the bow tie and everything. Oh my god. I'm not showing this to you on camera because something is wrong with my Wi-Fi. That's the only reason that I'm not showing this to you on live on
Thank
screen. God. That's the only thing that you're happy, aren't you, Jared? That I'm not showing this on camera. Oh my god. Lord. I'm not kidding you. That's the only reason that I'm wearing this Halloween. Oh my god. But anyways, on to anything besides this. Let us rest this topic for a moment, and let's talk about anything. Let us talk the most important reason that I made this stream happen. and especially on YouTube because something's happened with my live stream because of reasons. And especially on YouTube, I'm making. I especially made this because of the bicultural reasons. Because of Nightmare Nights and my culture today, it begins with the Day of the Dead. Today marks the day in my culture which begins the Day of the Dead. Now today at the 31st of October on any given day would be Halloween, but for us would be the start of the Day of the Dead, which today marks the for our culture begins the innocent souls, which is the souls of the young spirits, which is from infants as long as 0 age from 13 years old. That is, from our culture, is the beginning of the innocent souls, the kids, the souls of the children, toddlers, or anything that begins with 0 and ends with 13 in our culture. And it begins, and it already started. Any souls who just died as infants, it's beginning today. And they depart, in our culture, departs tomorrow, and as early as today in the morning. Tomorrow begins the souls of the adults for our culture, which is the 1st of November, and they depart on the 2nd of, in the morning of the 2nd of November, which is the Day of the Dead. So for us, it's a 3-day event that begins today. And for anybody who has children or anybody who died so young, very young, today would be the day. Now, for anybody who has a relative, especially for the Hispanic culture, would be the beginning of tomorrow, which henceforth tomorrow would be the start of the souls of the adults. Anybody who has an ancestor or a relative or anybody who died and is celebrating the Day of the Dead, tomorrow would be the time. And yeah, that would be one of those days that we celebrate tomorrow. And we do a lot of things. I think, I don't know about you, Jared, but I think in our culture, we would be the only culture in the world who mocks the Grand Ripper or the great soul reaper of anybody, which be the dead, the great reaper itself. I don't know. I'm just talking right now. Don't you think so? Would be. I mean, we celebrate the dead. I mean, I would say Japan does the same thing, but they do it in the summer. I don't know.
Halloween's probably the closest thing we actually have to something like that.
I mean, that would be the only thing, right? Halloween, right? I mean,
yeah.
But that would be the closest thing that you do to, I don't know, mock the dead or Green Reaper or something like that. I could be lucky.
Well, I do really like that song "Don't Fear the Reaper" by Blue Oyster Cult.
Okay, that would be you because I haven't heard of it recently because of reasons.
You've never heard that song? Oh my god, that's a classic.
Oh dude, I've heard more of Thriller than that song. I'm not kidding you. I have the Thriller song of Michael Jackson. I can virtually say how it starts and how it ends. It ends with Vincent Price telling the rap thing of the end of that song. I'm not kidding you. I know that song. I'm not kidding you. I virtually know that song from heart. Have you heard that song? I'm just gonna say that. Have you heard of Michael Jackson's the Thriller? Even the video?
Yes, I have.
That's just it. I can't even. I'm not gonna kid you. I virtually know the a few words from Vincent's Price of the rap that he said on the end of the song of the Reaper. I don't know how he begins, but I can virtually say of how, I can virtually say that yeah, I can virtually say how he, yeah, I can virtually say how he ends with that evil laughter of his. I think, yeah, yeah, I couldn't say for me how the full rap of Vincent Price of that ended. But I'm gonna say this.
Well, I mean, you can't tell us that you can do the laugh without actually doing the laugh. Let's hear it, man.
Oh, I need to have inspiration. It's like the Gangnam Style. I need to. If you can virtually tell me the song or the music of it, if you can just put the instrumental music of the Gangnam Style, I can virtually dance. Let me just get it. I'm just getting it.
I don't want that on my computer's memory.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna put the Gangnam Style.
I don't want that in my searches.
No, I'm not gonna put it.
I don't want that.
I'm listening to the Blue Oyster Cult, Don't Fear the Reaper. I'm just listening to the Don't Fear the Reaper, but let me put the Thriller right now. The Thriller. I need to have inspiration. That's the thing about me. Song. Yeah. Here we go. Because that's the thing about me. I don't know about anybody else, but for me alone, it's just I need to have the music. If you can virtually put the music on, I can virtually do the thing behind it. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Oh, yes. So, let us hear for all you YouTubers. Oh, here we go. Oh, I don't know about the live stream, but anybody over there of the YouTube podcast, you're getting a treat right now. Oh, here we go. The foulest stench is in the air. The funk of 40 years. Sleep ooze from every tomb. I'm closing in to steer your doom. And though you thought to fight and stay alive, your body starts to shiver. For no mere mortal can resist the evil of the Thriller.
Nice.
Oh my God.
And here's your $20,000, Mr. Price.
Oh my God. I think that's the last. No, I'm lying. That's not the last thing that Vincent Price did. There was another one that he did. I want to say that's the last thing that Vincent Price did, but that's not the last thing. There was an animation that he did that before he died. I think this is the last thing that he did that was alive, and he managed to hear it some way. But this is not the last thing that he did. Yeah, that's not the last thing.
No, he did several. He was in Edward Scissorhands.
No, yeah.
And he was Radigan in The Great Mouse Detective.
Yeah, but in the last animation that he did, there was an animation that received the postmortem of him of Vincent Price. I think the last film that he did was Edward Scissorhands. That was the last thing. But this one was the semi last thing. Was the thriller, and that was the rap thing that he did. I'm going to say this as much as myself. I got. You're not the only one who says that my evil laughter is unique. I got as high school, no, junior high. I'm going to say this much. Junior high is going to be one of those years in which I virtually laughed naturally, and people from my class said, "Dude, you have an evil laughter." I was like, "Dude, really?" I'm just going to say this. I have a unique evil laughter. Like I said, I need to have inspiration to bring it up. And it can only bring it up with as good as the evil thriller or as thinking of fireworks, that I can only bring the natural evil laughter. And I am going to say this in the most humblest of ways. It is unique. And I don't know. I can't say it is as good as Aeon or as good as or Civil Quells or anybody who's in the Brony fandom and does the evil laughter, or cartoons or Lightning Bliss or the evil equivalent of Lightning Bliss, which is I forgot her name. Oh my god, I'm terrible with names. The Bliss or. I forgot the evil twin of Lightning Bliss. Oh my god. But still, I can't say they're good as them. I can only say I have a unique evil laughter when it comes to things like this. So I'm going to say this as much. My evil laughter is unique. And I can only say that in the humblest of ways because of reasons. And yes, I don't know, like I said, that's the only time, this is the only time of the year in which I can bring the evil laughter. Like I said, for myself, it's like the oldest, is it as old as junior high when somebody said, "Dude, you laugh so evilly, I'm not getting you." I never brought this since today, so that is my thing of today. Let us bring today the topic which we all hear today for Halloween or Nightmare Nights, which is the equivalent of Halloween. It is the obviously villains. I mean, and especially MOP villains in today's MOP. I mean, I don't know who's your favorite. I can only guess from my part, and I know I can say this without any doubt, that your favorite, Jared, or the Market Stallion, out of all the villains, is the Dazzlings, and because of reasons, and because of Sonata. Because
here's the thing: are we talking about the main series, or are we including the movies in it? Because I definitely have a favorite villain.
Okay. Since
we're talking about the whole gamut.
Okay, since the movie brought out, we're going to talk every villain, including the movies, the EQG versions, and every single villain that brought the MOP in today, including the movies. So, it's your pick.
Okay, and when we're talking about the whole gamut, it's still Sonata.
I just knew it.
Out of all the villains and the whole franchise, she's my favorite.
Oh, dude, I knew it. I just knew it because of reasons. And because of I just knew it.
I did make a bit of a discovery though whenever I was reading the latest Legends of Magic comic though. Something that I'd kind of figured all along, but it kind of got confirmed by the comics, which they're only kind of semi-canon anyway. But in the Legend of Magic comic, spoiler alert, Adagio refers to Arya and Sonata as her sisters, which is something I've kind of figured that they were sisters all along. You know, some people do a lot of fan art, kind of shipping them all together as like, no, don't do that. They're sisters.
So in the book, so you're telling us, anybody who doesn't want spoilers, and anybody who wants spoilers, then would be the good time. But you're saying in the books, they're referring to the Dazzlings as sisters, right?
Yes, Adagio uses the phrase something to the extent of "my sisters and I."
Okay, this is the book of it, right?
This is the comic.
Okay, the comics. Okay.
The more specifically, the Legends of Magic series.
I haven't seen that. You know what? I did, but I think I skipped that part of that comics. This is the part in which the Dazzlings are still in Equestria, and they are wreaking havoc through Equestria, and this is a part in which Star Swirl the Bearded banishes them to the EQG world, right?
It is. It's actually Sunburst is reading the diary of Stygian, aka the Pony of Shadows.
Okay, yeah. I'm getting
So it's basically him recounting the story.
Okay, that's not the one that they did on the comics, in which they tell the story of the Dazzlings, like every villain on the QG, on the MLP. No, that's another one. Yeah, I didn't see that one. I'm pretty sure I'm going to see it anytime soon of that. But still.
Do you read any of the comics?
Yeah, I've seen the comics, and I have a YouTube channel in which I only see the comics and read it because of the video, and that's the only reason that I read the comics, because of the YouTube. YouTube makes it so easy. So yeah, that's
I actually get mine from the local comic store. I've got them. I've got the series. I've got them reserved. So anytime they come in, which is usually almost always on Wednesdays. Well, not every Wednesday, but I mean, it always comes in. They always release on a Wednesday.
Yeah, but for me,
I usually pick them up on Thursday because I go to the comic store to play D&D on Thursdays. So.
Yeah, for me, it's just I do it on YouTube because I can see it and stop it and watch it again. So that's the reason. That's the only reason for me.
Well, if you have an actual physical comic in your hand, you can stop it anytime you want.
That's true. I really wish I could have a comic like
that. You got infinite pause.
Yeah, I can virtually. But you know what? I can virtually say the same thing with Usagi Yojimbo. I really want to have a comic of Usagi Yojimbo from Sten Sakai. And that would be the only reason that I would have a comic, because of him. And also the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I've never actually read any of the Turtles comics, or any of the peripheral ones like Usagi Yojimbo or anything like that.
I think that's the only reason that I entered the comic world. That and the MOP. I think that's the only reason that I made it. But what we're here for
MOP's comics I read.
Yeah, that's so true. For me, in the terms of villains, my God, it's very hard to decide. And it's very hard to decide because since the movie...
Which if we're counting... But
I can virtually say my favorite villain in the MLP. If we're talking about the MLP in everything villain wise, I can say I can virtually say Chrysalis would be my favorite villain because she's the only
that's
villain.
most of the fans would say.
Yeah, that's mostly the fan would say. But the reason, but I have a reason for it, and is that Chrysalis is the only villain character out there who has virtually accomplished what she was doing, and she's still, and I'm saying it because of 2017 in November, because the season 8 ending uh, is not right now. I can virtually say that Chrysalis is the only villain out there who has accomplished what she did, and she's still a villain. We have Sombra, we have Discord, we
I
have
don't know if
Tempest,
I don't know if she's accomplished it, but because I mean she's
but she's still a villain. That's the thing.
on the run.
Yeah, she's still a
She's still a
villain.
villain
Right
for now.
2017.
I'm gonna say it right now. I honestly think they're gonna reform her.
Yes, me too. And I this is why I'm saying it in October 2017, the 30th year, that she's the only villain as today that she's still a villain, and she accomplished what she was doing, and she tries. That's the point of these villains that we have on the MLP. Because other than that, Discord, Sombra, T-Rex, which we still have confirmed. T-Rex is still in Paris, but they have him confirmed on season 8 that he's going to come back. So I don't know how he's going to come back, but with Chrysalis, we have a villain who's going to come back. So it's
I bet she escapes from Tartarus again. What do you think?
I'm going to say the same thing, but they're going to do the same thing that they did.
That'd be the only way he can come back.
Oh yeah, and here's the thing. This is this, and this is in 2017 plan, but with idea. But they're going to do the same thing they did with Discord, only they're going to do it with Chrysalis, and Chrysalis is going to be the one who's going to free T-Rex and is going to propose him an offer he can refuse, kind of thing. It's sort of a Vito Corleone, if you're going to say it in a southern manner. But they're going to do it with Chrysalis.
Come off his
Yeah, the same thing with Discord they're going to do with Chrysalis, and T-Rex is going to betray Chrysalis, and Chrysalis is going to be reformed because of it, and she's going to be transformed, and basically Sorak is going to have a queen, and they're going to have a baby, and they're going to have reasons.
Who is?
Sorak.
You say Zorak?
Thorax.
Thorax.
Thorax is it's.
Oh, she said Zorak. I was like,
No,
Space Ghost villain?
No, it's thorax. It's the name. Is I have difficulty to have it on the tongue, but yeah, that transformed king, if you want to say, is going to have a queen, and that queen is Chrysalis. And I know a lot of people, and including ANY, who doesn't want Chrysalis to be reformed because of reasons, because of I don't know. It's going to happen. I'm just going to say this right now. Don't try to say they're not going to transform her. They are. Here's my thing. I knew that she was going to be transformed. I just thought that at the end of season 6 or 7, yeah, 6, in which Starlight Glimmer may transform the changelings. I thought she was going to be transformed right there and then, but Hasbro.
I thought she was too. She's the only villain that came close to being reformed and didn't and rejected it.
Yes, exactly. And I'm pretty sure the reason why is that they made season 8 happen because of it, and reasons. And like I said, it's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. They made it later than sooner for me. And this is a
I
MLP.
think they. Oh, I think they wanted. I think they wanted to give you the old rug pull because I mean the way the show goes is like okay, your villain either gets reformed at the end of the season, blah blah blah. I think they didn't reform her at that point because they wanted to give you the old rug pull. Pull the rug out from underneath. It's like you were expecting it and it didn't happen. It's like whoa, this is big.
I think it's the same thing that they made it vinyl scratch on the 100 episode not talking because everybody in the fandom expected vinyl scratch to talk because of now Joaquin made the semi-official voice of vinyl scratch because of it. And everybody expected Vinyl Scratch to talk, and when the 100 episode came, she didn't talk. She was the silent one, and that was one of those.
And instead, we got Gummy talking.
Yes, out of all the characters we made, Gummy talk. And I did not expect Gummy to talk, so I'm. It's the same thing.
Which he wasn't really talking; it was more of an inner monologue.
Yes, you can virtually say that. It's virtually like in a monologue for him. So yeah, I think I can agree with it. That is MLP wise villains. Chrysalis would be my favorite character of all the MLPs. Second place would be the Dasleys, and I think Sonata would be my second because of her color. I'm not fond with her ponytail. I'm just fond with her color.
Them's fight, buddy.
Yes, fine words. Yeah, them's fine
Shot
words.
fired.
Yeah, that's fine words, but still. And third place, who would be in third
the
place?
Ponytail and the Ponytail won.
Yeah, third place would be. Oh my God, I think would be a tie between Discord and no, not Discord. Who would be the third place? Oh, I think would be a triple tie in this. It would be Nightmare Moon, Discord, and Sombra. Because I can think those are the only official villains in the MLP world, and this is the show-wise, that they managed to do something. But they got reformed or either killed. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding you. Second place would be Tempest. Tempest and Sonata. And the third place would be sharing it with the Ice Storm King. And that would be the third place because of reasons. And yeah, this is the MLP wise. Now, in general, I can say, and this is including Disney and the classic villains from the old, from anybody who lived from the 80s and the 90s. I think in Disney-wise, I think Cruella de Vil and the guy from Pinocchio gets first place in my books.
Stromboli.
No, not Stromboli, but the guy. Remember the guy, the coachman. I'm talking about the coachman. Yeah, I'm talking about the coachman who. Remember the guy from Pinocchio who basically that's the coachman, and that's his name, and basically in the movie, it's the coachman.
Yeah, that's all that.
And the reason why, and this is coming from Dr. Wolf's point of view, is that the coachman is the only villain in Disney-wise world that managedly got away with his thing and is virtually doing that same thing again as we speak. Let's just say that villain is still working today. It's doing the same thing. And that's the only villain that manages to get away with it. Now, Cruella de Vil...
I always wanted to know what happened to Malfello and Gideon.
Gideon? I can virtually say he was
Malfello, he refers to himself as Honest John.
Yeah, I can virtually say he was
Getting a
reformed.
little.
Yeah, I can virtually say he was reformed, like MLP wise, the same. But I can say from my
Uh-huh.
book wise is Cruella de Vil gets first place with the Coachman, because in the movie wise, she's the only one who wanted puppies coats out of the puppies. And she could have gotten away with it, and she didn't get caught in the movie. And I'm talking about the animation wise. She didn't get caught other than her car being wrecked by her henchmen,
Mm-hmm.
and that was it.
Horace and Jasper.
Horst and Jasper, and this is the movie wise, the animation movie, not the live action, but virtually the animation movie. She got clean getaway out of it. Other than her car being like wrecked, well, like I said, other than that, Cruella de Vil got away with it. And she could have gotten away with the puppies being turned into coats if it not were for Pongo and her wife and reasons. Other than that, and just I think that's in my first place, and Disney wise would be those two. And out of the classic ones, and I'm basically saying it because I don't know about you, but I basically know every classical villain and monster from Halloween wise in the world. I can basically tell you Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, Fu Manchu, Dracula, Frankenstein, the werewolf, and the monster from the swamp, and who else am I forgetting on this Halloween night? I basically said about every classical monster that I can think of today. And out of all those characters that I basically mentioned, my favorite is between Fu Manchu and Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Hence, this is the reason I'm going to put it on video. 2018 of Professor Mule transforming himself in Dr. Jekyll. Other than that, I think I said my piece of villain wise. I mean, who would be your villain in this Halloween today? Being MLP.
On that note, I have to go put my clothes dryer. So while I'm gone, I want you to think about it, and I want you to guess who my favorite movie villain is of all time.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay. That's gonna be tough. I don't know. I mean, I could virtually guess at this point. I don't know. I'm basically putting it in my terms because of MMOP, Disney, and classical villains of all times would be, I think Sonata would be the MMOP wise because of reasons. In the Disney wise, I don't know. I can basically guess from this point. Anybody who had to do with ponytails in Disney, and I don't know who would have ponytails in Disney. I don't think no one. But I don't know. I can basically say, you know what, I can basically guess. I can say Dracula would be the classical one, and in Disney-wise, I think Jafar would be one of those things that, and I can basically say that out of all those things, it would be one of those things that would be your favorites. So my guess would be Sonata and MLP first place. Disney-wise would be oh my god, there's a lot of villains in Disney. It's a lucky guess for me. So
All right, I'm back.
Yeah.